My name is Joseph Campbell, creative director for company Flowers by Brian. Been in business for roughly about 25 years. We've just expanded the company to this new showroom, a new location, just to better serve our clients. Not that we're getting bigger, we're still closing out weekends. We only do a certain amount of affairs. So this way to assure that you get the freshness, the quality, and the service, because with us, you're not just another number. You know, here, anytime you call, your call is taken care of immediately, you're taken care of. We're like, kind of like we pamper the client, so to speak. So this way, you know, it's the most important day of their life. We want it to feel most important. Basically what we do is we do the event decor. Like if it's a wedding, we start off with the first meeting that we sit with the bride and we go over colors, ideas of concepts. Like does she want an old-fashioned traditional wedding? Does she want something a little chic and modern? You know, the old world contemporary style. So there's many different aspects that you can, you know, go up on. We start off with their colors and then we bring them in, you know, we get an idea of what kind of look, and a lot I look at the bride's gown. I can tell a lot by how she wants her wedding to be, by the gown she chose. And then we just kind of go from there and just pick out, and we bring them into the showroom. We look at different flowers. Everything you see in here is samples something that we're doing for somebody's event. Actually, Brian started about 24 years ago, 23, 24 years ago in Bay Terrace as a retail florist. And he decided to, you know, he had grown up in the wedding industry doing flowers as a kid, and as well as myself. And then he started off retail and decided he wanted to do more of the celebration flowers. And he slowly grew, and he grew his company. You know, they moved out to Mineola, and he grew smartly. He wants his reputation is the main thing. And you're only as good as your last event you do. So Brian is very hands-on. He watches everything that goes on, as well as myself. So that, you know, it's not like, well, this is not my client or whatever. Everyone here takes a part in everyone's event. We were over on Jericho Turnpike, but we outgrew the space, so to speak. Like you walked right into the showroom, our offices were off of it. And when if I was with a client and two of my colleagues were with a client, it was just like everyone was on top of each other. So what we did is we looked for a new location that could better serve our clients. So now this new location, you come in the front door, there's a reception area, there's a waiting area. Then we all have our offices off of that, and then we have the showroom separate here, where we can dim the lights and really create the mood of your event. Whereas the other showroom, we had windows, so if it's a night event, you couldn't get the full effect of candles. It's much more organized, much more efficient. Generally, we start off with the first meeting, we get an idea of concept, budget, colors, and we just kind of get to know each other and get a feeling of comfort and just get a feeling of the overall look that the bride's looking for. Then if they're comfortable and they would decide they want to use us and reserve the date with us, then we go through the process of bringing them back. We make up samples, exact replicas of the centerpiece to make sure, you know, your bride can want certain colors, and then when we put it all together, she doesn't love it, so that's why we make a sample, and then we can always change it around. And then on that meeting, we also pick out the exact flowers for the bouquet. And something that sets us aside from, you know, the other companies out there is the day before the wedding, every bride comes in. We have a big mirror out in the foyer there, that they come in, they actually hold their bouquet. So they can make sure that they love it. And if they want it a little bit small, a little bit bigger, or they want to decide to add a little color to it, they can make that last minute change the day before the wedding. And then we do a rundown, a timeline of, like if it's a church, what time, you know, she wants the church is going to actually start. Even though we have all this information beforehand, we like to just the day before, in case she changed any times and forgot to let us know what time a photographer's getting to her house, we get there half an hour before. So the bride's never waiting for her flowers. We're always one step ahead. I have brides that have come to me, they're already booked for 2013. You know, brides that want to know their budget, want to make sure they want the wedding of their dreams, they want to save the money for it. They don't know, not everyone's been married more than once, so they don't really know the concept of what things cost and just to get an idea of their budget. But for the most part, generally it's like a year before. That's the average bride comes in and books us, and then, you know, we should go, because they want to come like a year before the wedding so that they can see what's happening at that time of the year. You do have seasonal flowers, like such as peonies, tulips, all such flowers like that. Like last weekend I had a wedding, the bride booked me a year before her wedding. And then you know, it was so funny because the day before she came in to look at a bouquet, and it's like that year flew by. So it's never too early, but you know, we also have clients that come in 2 months before, and if the date is still available, we'll see them. You know, when what I think we represent, and I hope that we come off, you know, we present ourselves that way, is that when a bride comes in the front door, from the minute they come in, that they're welcomed, and they know that this is their kind of haven for whatever they want to do for their weddings. We have brides that want traditional to brides that want out of the box, but everyone is welcome, and we want everyone to feel like this is their special place, their showroom, and that we're going to walk them through the whole process of planning their wedding to make it come out perfect and beautiful the way they always dream.